This history in the making. Hometown legend from the basement. Feel the bass groove from the top down. Came to free the people on lockdown.
I've been to Loretta's about 3 times. First time was on 65s, and then the last 2 were on 85s. Practice went great at the ranch. I felt more confident than ever. I was fastest qualifier. My technique was good. I was standing up. My feet were on the pegs. I felt really solid and really confident. Came into the first moto at Loretta's. I was super excited. I worked my butt off all summer long. I was just ready to go out and send it. Got a decent start. I was around the top 10. I was making really good moves in the first half of the moto, passing for second, and then my bike started smoking. Everyone thought my motor was gonna go out. They thought it was gonna blow up, but it was actually my rear shock, and it was pogo sticking, and it completely blew out. All the oil was gone. Hanging on for dear life. Went over the bars in the sand section pretty hard, but I still was able to salvage 11. It was just a really bummer. My back shock blew out. My second moto, I was really bummed about my shock, but I was over it. I was ready to go and came out a decent start again. I think I was like maybe 10th. Was coming through the pack and I swallowed a dirt clog and I could not breathe the whole moto. I just had a huge dirt clog down my throat, couldn't breathe, just throwing up everywhere all moto. I had no energy left in me. I had no fuel in my stomach. I put a video out of me on Instagram of me choking on that dirt clog. I got a lot of negative comments just saying that I was out of shape. I did not work my butt off before. And I'm telling you, I worked my butt off for a month straight in Texas in 112-degree weather. I was not out of shape. I was the most in shape I ever been. How'd the rest of my week go? Bottom line, bad starts. I feel like those first 2 motos kind of set the tone of the week. I would start out 10th, make my way up to 3rd, get taken out, or I would start in 30th, make my way back up to 5th, and then crash, or I would start in 30th again. By the end of the week, I would start in 30th, make my way back up to 6th, and I'd just be completely deflated. I found out that Surfer Cross was right after Loretta's. It cross-passed between motocross and surfing, like back in the 60s when that used to be combined. Jeremy Albrecht let me in the event. I've been wanting to do it for 5 years. I've been trying every year, and he finally let me in. I was super stoked. Didn't even stay to get my trophies or the award ceremonies at Loretta's. Me and my dad literally just pinned it right after my last moto. It's an awesome event. Basically, the first day is motocross. You pick your teammate in a draw. The pro surfer picks a pro rider. It's a relay race. And then the second day is surfing heats.
He picked like 3 different ones, and I guess I was the top one because that's the one he went with, and it was me. So we're representing 1 for 1. First time at Surfer Cross. Already gotta come out with the number 1 plate. Ooh, some pressure, but it's good. Excited.
My first moto, I was really nervous. It was my first time riding a 250 on a track and racing a 250 on the track. So I had a really good jump, decided to chicken out on the first lap. On the sleigh dog, and I'm like, dude, I gotta go. And after he passed it back down to me, I was just wide open everywhere. I was just riding my heart out.
Oh, this bike is fun. It's a beast, but it's fun.
The second day of Surfer Cross is all surfing, so I was super excited because I've been on that 1-month Loretta's grind. All I wanted to do was surf, so that was awesome. Me and Sleigh Dog got to the semifinals, and we got 3rd overall. Home wreckers, and I was super excited. I got invited there. Big thank you to Red Bull and Catch Surf. Basically what it is Catch Surf foam boards, and you spin a wheel, and it's just a variety of all the Catch Surf boards. Dropped this 7-foot log, which is kind of ironic because I was the smallest kid in my heat, and pretty much I think I was the smallest kid out there. Paddled out for my heat. I was the only one in swim trunks, but I had a blast. Almost collided with a dude. Got dropped in a couple of times, but it was super fun. Kept wanting to surf. Headed down to Sano Tuesday. Waves are pretty small, but still had a blast.
We're at Sano, baby. Sano Tuesday. Haven't missed Sano Tuesday every Tuesday this summer because I've been gone, but can't wait to go back finally. And excited. I want to know how the waves are. Huge shout out to Sleigh Dog for hooking me up with this board while all my other boards are grown out. I really appreciate it. Yeah, big thank you to Sleigh Dog for hooking me up.
Started to get the itch to ride, haven't touched a bike since Surfercross. Tyler Bierman called me up to see if he wanted to go ride trails, and I was down. I'm super fortunate to ride trails right out of my backyard, and they're just endless for miles and miles and miles. My buddy Finn Markland came up to my house to hang out. I'm like, let's go trail riding, and we had a blast.
Me and my boy Finn about to go for a little trail ride right now.
Earlier this year, Gas let me ride one of their trials bikes, and they ended up giving it to me for the year. I rode a little bit on it this year, but not a lot, so I was super excited to try new things on it. It's kind of like my new pit bike.